What's up to all those alone in the zone? You know the vibe when I scribe. It's that guy, John Eli Lopez, bringing you another one. And today we gonna cover how to draw cute lips only using a number two pencil. As I get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'm starting with the overall outline. Make sure we get all those pieces in place. The lips are very tricky. Unless you are simplifying it, then it's not as tricky. But once you're trying to get that realistic look, the lips are another world you are entering. But as with anything, you want to get that initial shape out first. You want to get that outline going. And no matter what you were told, we as humans, even though we are symmetrical beings, if you were to split us down the middle, each side is not exactly even. So you try to get it as best you could. And as you see here now, I'm putting what is called a tubercles. Those are the little veiny indentations of the lip. So those you really need to focus on because that adds to the realism and the illusion you are creating. And it is a balance between that right there because you don't want to overdo it and then you make the lips look older than what you are trying to achieve or more wrinkled or dry. So it is a delicate balance putting those in. So now just doing a little value scale shading in, trying to separate the upper and bottom lip. So once you have that overall shape now it is the dance of going back and forth and you are building each part up. And that's the oral commissures right there. That's where the corners of your lips right there. I'm just giving you the scientific name. Getting that shadowing, getting the shading down pat. And you want to keep, as you're doing the shading, you want to follow the shape of the lips. So it looks like I'm going up and down, but my lines and my shading is actually rounding. That's the vermilion border. You have one on top and one at the bottom. And the indentation in the middle of your lip is called the Cupid's bow. So that adds to the sexiness. You want to keep the lines. This is a female's lip I'm doing here. You want to keep the lines smooth and curvy. And we're just doing sexy lips here. Everyone has different style of lips. Some are thinner, some are thicker. So keep that in mind. So it is a constant back and forth game here. And as you see, it is started to come alive. And the trick is, nothing is really a line. It's all shadow and light. You must always try to remember that. So if you see something that you might have put in that the line is just too dark, fade it out. Find out what that line really is. It's really a shadow. And on the other side of that shadow is a highlight. So it's either a valley or a hill. And on the human face, the lips protrude out. That's why you want to keep your lines and the shading lines that you're doing more rounded. And follow the trajectory of the lips. That's why I'm a true advocate for reference material. And reference material is exactly what it means in the definition. You are just referencing, you're not copying. So it doesn't have to be exact. You don't want to overwork anything, so we're just going back and forth. There was a song, back, forth, and forth. That's what we are doing right now. There we go. It's starting to come alive. With every pass, it is coming alive. There we go. We are getting there. With every pass, it's becoming more kissable. The upper lip follows that pattern, and the bottom lip follows its own pattern. But you do not want to forget about the curvature. Keep that curvature going. Usually when you're doing lips, in the corners will be a little darker than the middle. And Cupid's bow, vermilion border. There we go. So right now I'm just erasing in, putting in highlights now. We're getting those highlights going. Definitely when you are doing sexy lips, you want to keep that reflection looking nice and shiny because that adds to the juiciness. So as I'm putting in reflections, I'm going back and forth and adding shading around them, trying to get those reflections to pop more. And in the corners there a little more. The separation of the upper and bottom lip, of course, you know, it's dark in between, but you do not want that to just be a line. It is a shadow being cast. It's a dark shadow, but you are trying your best not to make it look like a line. Getting that shaded in there. Try to tone down that line a bit. You see I'm going around. I'm not going back over my highlights. Maybe some I might touch a little bit, but for the most part, the general shape that the highlights are giving the bottom lip, I'm trying to keep that. Just cleaning up around the edges there. Back to the Cupid's bow, tighten that up. That lip is coming alive. Some more highlights in there. And we are good to go. Final touches here. And those are some lips anyone would want to kiss. If you guys got any value from this video, throw that subscribe button in the headlock. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Any feedback is appreciated. Once again, signing out. That guy, John Eli Lopez. Y'all be safe.